What's up, guys? Welcome to Devs Hour. Today we have Jer,
Hello.
Frank,
Year.
Sean,
Hey, boy.
Reza,
Hey.
and we have two more people. They're females, but they're not here. Zoe and Jordan. It's okay though. First episode, that's all right. We're already starting off strong here. You know, New York strong or whatever it's called.
What are you
I don't know,
saying?
bro. I don't know. So, topic of the day today, we're gonna start off with some Modern Warfare, and then we're gonna
Baby,
go
let's
with
go.
one of the greatest games, probably the best Call of Duty. This man's asleep because he's gay. This man has a foot fetish. I'm still gonna bring this up in the actual audio.
He is very gorgeous to me.
Gonna cry.
Let me give you the origin. Let me give you some backstory here. This man buys a foot massager for $5. Sends me a photo of his
That's a
feet,
steal. I don't care what you say, Your Honor.
and then he friggin' sends me a photo of his feet, and I'm like, instantly, I'm like,
In the foot massage, not just the feet.
Bro, right now,
And
he's
besides, he
looking
made
at
the big deal out of it.
yeah,
He's looking at
Since
Dev's toes
that means
right
he
now.
has a
yeah, bro.
foot fetish.
Frankie's looking down at my feet, bro. Assault me. All right, Reza. So, what's your opinion on Modern Warfare? Let's hear it, bro.
It's good, but things can be changed, like every game.
Let me guess. Is it your opinion on the
Piccadilly
fucking
and-
multiplayer map? You're so
Piccadilly.
picky with your fucking
Piccadilly.
map.
You're so Piccadilly, bro.
Piccadilly and you
Pick a dick, bro.
It's a shit map.
Why
I agree
are
with
you
you. Dude, I love
I mean,
picking
he's
people in the
picky
back
about
corner.
everything,
It's
so
much
might as
fun.
well. Okay.
All right, Sean. What's your opinion? Let's hear it, bro.
It's alright. It feels like it's taking too. Wow, I'm pronouncing my.
You can't speak Walter Jr.
No, it's an alright game. It's not the best Call of Duty I've played, but it's getting there.
Well, obviously the best Call of Duty, hands down,
Black
is
Ops 1.
Black Ops 1.
No,
The
Black Ops
multiplayer
1.
in that game cannot
Actually-
be beat. I mean,
No,
no,
Black Ops
sorry.
2 multiplayer.
The campaign in that game cannot
No,
be beat.
Modern
Excuse
Warfare
me.
3.
The
Modern
multiplayer
Warfare 3.
in Black Ops 1
Modern
sucks
Warfare
ass.
3 is the best.
The multiplayer can
we
be
all
beat
can agree. Okay, go
Oh, the
ahead.
only
multiplayer can be
because Modern Warfare 2 was the best multiplayer of all time.
Multiplayer in Modern Warfare 2 was the shit. Are you
That was
kidding
the
me? That was
all-time
the
greatest
best.
Black Ops
multiplayer.
2 had great multiplayer.
Yeah,
as
Black
well.
Ops
That one
It
was
did.
good. No, that had good
That's when
private
competitive.
match gameplay with your
Oh, yeah.
friends.
No, that's when
Online?
League Play grew. League
Dude,
Play.
that was literally
Esports
that was
grew
the
through
best
Black Ops
Nuketown.
2.
Fair enough.
Black
fair
Ops
Yeah, I
2
agree
was
with that.
the best Nuketown.
It was.
Yes.
I don't know
Every
whether they
other
did Black Ops
Nuketown.
3.
Yes.
Okay.
No,
Black
it's
Ops
Free
3 is
Town.
a terrible game.
Yeah, wall riding on the like the buses and
Yeah,
all
that's
that.
so-
What
that's
were
so
they thinking?
stupid.
Yeah, okay,
For what?
but we
The
can't
wall
agree
riding
on
and like
this.
flying. The
Oh yeah,
hovering.
that's stupid. That's,
We can't agree on
Feel
this,
free.
right? This has been the best COD for like
Since
But I
Forever.
feel
since
like
like
Since Ghosts.
yeah.
Ghost
a good
was
game.
actually
It
really
was
good.
fun.
You know what I
I
really
enjoyed
missed from Ghost?
Extinction.
That's his alien,
That
thing,
was-
right? Yeah, that I thought it was called Extraction.
Extinction.
No, you know what I missed? I
Anyway,
missed the
it was really
Psychos.
good.
I
What?
missed the Psychos. I like playing with the knife guy. Like it's the Juggernaut but with the knife that can
Oh,
run.
yeah.
yeah.
remember
That
that?
was so much fun. Holy
Map
shit.
specific loot. Like you could be Mike Myers in the one bog map. In
Bro, I
the
remember that.
in the one Octane map, you can drop the gas station.
And then
Like,
the one you can release the
yeah.
aliens.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
And then when you get the what was it KED strike, Chem strike
Strike.
on that one map, the hot dog map.
Yeah.
You remember that?
Yeah.
And then
And
the,
the
whole
whole
whole map would change.
The
literally.
whole map
game is
was. Huh?
Ghost.
Bla-
Ghost.
Called it Ghost.
Ghost.
One
You
of
never
the
played
best-
Ghost?
It was.
Listen,
it was.
it,
one
it
of the
was not the
bad,
best
like-
one,
Not the
but
best,
that was the last
But
boots
for
on the
its
ground.
time,
Yeah.
it was good. For its
Yeah.
time,
What,
it
what
was
came
good.
out?
No, first time it was.
After that was
bad. I
Advanced
disagree
Warfare.
because everyone knew
God,
about the
Everyone
piece of trash.
shitted on it.
Dude,
Everyone shit, yeah.
I did not hate Advanced Warfare when it came out. After the next ones came out, I kind of was like, this game isn't good at all.
So
The new at
Basically-
first the new was good to you.
Advanced Warfare was a fun. Alright, it was not a boring game. It was a very fun game, but it was not good.
It was
You know what I mean?
overly hyped up through its
Alright.
trailers. Like everyone seemed like it would be really cool. Like with
And
all the
even when you were
exo
playing-
jumping.
Even when you were playing, you felt good, but more or less of the time, you always were doing. I don't know how to explain what I'm trying to say, but it was never.
It
It
didn't
was very
feel
monotonous and very mundane.
Okay, okay.
Yeah, because all the guns were way overpowered.
Especially
Or-
the laser guns, the EM1.
Yeah, and
Oh,
especially
fuck.
if you had the
Bro.
if you had like in the beginning, remember you could get the packs and you could get like the certain variants of guns.
The
My
variance is
friend-
what made it the worst because
My
they
friend got
actually
the
had
Obsidian
overpowered
Steed
skills.
on his second pack.
To this day, I
Different.
never got the speakeasy.
Really?
That's why I hate the RNG in every
You
single
never
game.
got to speak. Oh my
I got
God.
that day one. Because I bought the $80 edition, so I got 10 free packages with
I'm
it.
about to summon smash.
That's why, bro.
Dude,
Shut
what's
the
it
fuck
called?
up.
No,
But I
but
did. You know what? I got the
I completely
HBR
skipped
3
those
Insanity
and
3
Dance
times.
Water. Oh, yeah.
Straight
That was
back
so
up
good.
yeah,
Hmm?
I gotta say that all the games that have been coming out recently, though, even like the ones that are like add-ons, like Borderlands 2, it's a like Borderlands 2 is a
Three?
great. I'm sorry, yeah, Borderlands 3.
3.
I don't.
That's fine. That's fine.
Borderlands 3 is a good game, but it's just Borderlands. It's
It's
very.
still Borderlands.
It's no. It's
Because
nothing
they didn't
new.
change their style. They
It's
kept
nothing
the same.
new. I
No.
wish they would have added like a little something.
I mean, there wasn't much to add because like they had to continue the story from 2. Where
Well,
they
yeah,
left
I know.
off.
And then like the Amazing Spider-Man. Everyone loved that game. I didn't. I played it on the hardest difficulty.
I never played that game.
Really?
Oh, okay.
Amazing
Yeah.
Spider-Man.
Amazing.
I
played
played
that-
the Spider-Man, like the new one that just came out. You talk about the old.
Isn't it called the Amazing Spider-Man?
The
No,
new one?
It's called Spider-Man.
Oh, it's just called
Oh,
Spider-Man.
the new one. Oh, the new
Yeah.
one's fucking great. That's a great game.
Dude, I
played
think
that
it
one.
was way too easy. The game was too like.
I feel like
You know what? It felt like
Spider-Man.
Batman.
Hmm?
The
I feel
combat
like
was-
Spider-Man they copied way too much from like Prototype 2. It kind of felt like that.
Yeah, it felt way too easy. Because I remember in Spider-Man 2, like the Amazing Spider-Man 2, that game was the shit
Yeah,
on
it was.
PlayStation 2. And I
That
can
was
say
good. That was
the
good.
web swinging in that was
You mean
difficult
3?
but hard.
PlayStation 3 because it didn't come out on PS2.
It came on the
No,
PS2.
PlayStation 2. Wait, which one are we talking about?
Amazing Spider-Man.
Amazing-
the one
Amazing
with-
Spider-Man
That was
was-
number 3. I didn't play that one. I did not play that
Or
one.
was it? It was. All I know is it was Spider-Man 2 or Amazing Spider-Man 2. It was
PS2
the
had
one.
Spider-Man 1 and
PS2
2.
had Spider-Man 1 and 2.
It was Spider-Man 2 then.
That was good. Remember
And
the,
three.
remember the
And
practice
also Spider-Man
thing?
3 as well.
What?
Huh?
Remember the
It had
practice
Spider-Man 3
guy's
as well.
voice?
Did it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I have
Uh,
it.
The Spider-Man 2. That was the one with Pizza Time in it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Spider-Man 2.
Give me
That game was so, like, good. Like, the web swinging, it was difficult as hell, and it pissed me off more than half the time. But it felt good when it went well. And I think that is a good thing with types of games like that. While it's difficult and it will go wrong 100% of the time, that, well, 99.9% of the time, that 0.1% time that it goes well, it feels amazing.
That
It
is
feels
good.
like fucking flying.
And then they made Spider-Man 3's web swinging so bad.
Yeah.
They
And then
literally-
in the new one,
I
it just
played on the Wii, bro.
in the new one it just
Ew.
in the new one it just feels way too easy in my opinion. Like the web swinging is just so just. And if you hit like a building, you don't just like start. You don't slow down that much. You just kind of hit it and start sprinting up the wall.
Jesus Christ.
You know what game, in my opinion, was one of the greatest, but never changed their formula. Like their formula stayed the same, consistent forever.
Mm.
The Walking Dead Telltale series.
That was a good.
Never
That's
played
better
it.
than that's better than the
No,
show.
but think about it. They didn't need to change their graphics, their style, nothing.
Mhm.
They just created a story that was so immersive and so beautiful. You couldn't like
Exactly.
get away from it.
I didn't really like it that much.
The Walking
Really?
Dead game was so much better than the show.
Yeah, obviously.
I
What
dropped
show?
the
Huh?
Well, it
Everyone
was good
died?
until season 6 when
Oh,
Negan
yeah.
came and that was fun.
No, I mean I dropped when Negan came.
Oh really?
I dropped
it was
when
intro was good.
I dropped after Carl got his eye
I
shot
feel
out.
like Andrea's the one that made the show like so good. She was so stupid.
Because she was alive in the comics too. She's lived. Michonne like moved out, I think.
Spoilers for people who haven't like.
Comics
caught
are
up.
done.
No,
so
no,
it
but
doesn't-
like this is like season 3 stuff. Oh, I don't know what you're talking about. But like Andrea's the one that made it like fun. She was really like a stupid person. That's
Yeah,
what
she
made it so
was.
much fun. And when she died, it's like everyone just became less stupid.
I like.
I know a
Shane.
game
Shane was my
series.
favorite.
I know a game series that was always amazing until it went like up generations and you had like the split screen.
Hmm.
Best game series of all time until like the split screen came out. Just put it there because I don't like those ones. The Lego series.
Hey, there we
Which
go.
one?
All of them.
Lego Batman was the shit.
Lego Batman,
Star Wars
Lego Star
was
Wars,
the best.
Lego
series.
Indiana Jones 1.
They were all fun.
Just one.
Any type of Lego that was pre.
Harry
never
Potter
even
was
played Lego
Harry
games.
Potter was good. It was not great, but there was too much rules
Too much
involved with the
rules, yeah.
colors and stuff, and I don't know. All the other ones felt really good. Harry Potter one was good, very fun to play. I never did beat it though.
Oh, another game that like surpassed like graphics at the time was The Last of Us on PS3.
That
Yo,
is my
that-
favorite game of all
Another
time.
game
That
I
was
can never
such-
talk about.
Because you're an Xbox dude. Disgusting.
Oh, shit games on your
Gears
console.
of War.
Wait, do you guys
Hey,
not
Gears of
have
War
last
is-
It is
Halo,
good.
that's
No,
going
we
on
don't.
PC.
Well, okay.
I gotta say, guys, by the way, you guys don't know about this anyway, because we're probably gonna bring it up as a joke later down the way. Compared to every other take we had for this, like when we were fucking up immediately, this is going swell.
I like it.
Like it is going really well. We're not like
like it, yeah.
screaming at each other like we
Exactly.
usually do.
Damn, Mob of the Dead. How's it going, Arlington? Swell.
No, we use the fucking word
I
swell.
never played Mob of the Dead.
Oh my god, you get it if you play Mob of the Dead one.
I never got into zombies.
Anyway.
Because you know why?
Hold
You know why?
Ascension,
I-
Kino.
Dude,
Like,
I didn't
beat
have anyone to
all
play
these-
with, and I was so.
I beat all the
Stupid.
Easter eggs on
Let my
BO3.
boy Jared talk.
So, anyways,
You said something.
another great game. Alright, in my opinion, like, you guys won't understand this, but Gears of War 3, at its peak, it was the best. You know why? Because when in the campaign, when one guy died, it was so emotional.
One guy.
Wow.
No, because the way he died.
That's
Last
why
of Us,
Xbox is
first
so
scene.
good, guys.
Girl gets shot. Oh, it's not that bad.
Oh my god, have you
Dude, that
seen
was
Joel's
upsetting.
daughter die in front of you?
That's what I'm saying. That was sad.
Sorry.
And then when
No.
Joel falls on the fucking spike
Oh
and goes,
my god, I was like,
That
I was
was-
like, Joel.
Actually, no, I have an important question.
Joel.
What's the most emotional thing that any game has made you feel? Like,
Last of
what
Us.
game?
Last of Us.
Last of Us.
Last of Us has the most
Wow.
emotional impact any
The
video game has
Walking
ever had.
Dead
Oh, and the
Telltale
second.
series, season
Season
1,
one.
finale.
Season 1.
Okay, not gonna lie. No one else is probably gonna know this one.
You
Do
better
you know the Spyro series?
Yeah,
Dude, Spyro 3, when they fucking died in the end,
that was sad.
that made me so upset.
Wait, why?
Because I love the fucking Spyro series.
Oh, Spyro.
Oh, dude, I love
Dude,
Spyro.
and when Spyro 3 came and he died, I was like, no! No!
Oh my
For
god.
me, personally,
That was my most emotional moment.
my most emotional moment was definitely Black Ops 1. It was the mission Payback. It's when you get captured by the Viet Cong, and then you're playing Russian roulette. Like, it was painful to watch when Bowman gets killed for not playing, because he didn't want to die. Like, you could tell by all of their eyes, like, no one wanted to die. That was a painful mission to watch.
Mhm.
Black Ops 1, when you get kidnapped by the Viet Cong, and then you're forced to play Russian roulette with Woods and Bowman.
Oh, I did not. It was yeah. It was
That
very
was-
sad.
that was-
I
that
For
was
me,
sad.
no, it was really
Yo, I
bad.
actually felt like
I felt so.
Motherfucker.
I wanted to kill them all, and then the second I got the gun, I
For-
just murked
For
them.
me,
dude.
BO2. Remember when?
I had to
secure
serve
the
them.
area.
I had to secure the area,
Remember
bro.
when in BO2 when Hudson got shotgun in the knee
Oh
by
my-
Menendez?
Which one?
Black Ops 2.
Oh. Oh, dude.
Oh! When
Then he was
When
like,
Soap
man, I got
dies.
kids Woods. I'm like, fine, I'll do it. Killing.
dude, when
kill me."
Soap dies.
That
Oh, yeah,
wasn't
so
that
it's
emotional.
that-
No, you know what was bullshit? The fact they fell out of that building and was still alive. Like, all that armor and stuff didn't.
That was
shouldn't have
Yuri.
helped them. Huh?
That was Yuri.
No, that was Soap who fell
You're
out. of Blood
retarded.
Brothers.
No, Yuri was the guy who died at the end in the armor.
No, in Blood Brothers, like,
Oh.
when he falls out of that building, he should have died right then
You
and
guys
there.
know like
He
specific
should not
names.
have. He should
No,
not
because
have
the Modern
saved
Warfare series was great.
It,
Yeah,
it
it
was
was.
a it was
I
a
don't
great
remember
series.
the specific.
Dude, you know the
mission
best
names.
and
Wait, when does
easiest
this Modern Warfare take place in the series?
It's like a mix of a prequel and like its own story. Like, I say prequel because they have Griggs, they have characters from the first Modern Warfare.
Is Price a main character?
Yeah.
yes,
Okay.
basically.
And they have Nikolai and Griggs and stuff.
I want
But, like-
Frost back. I want Frost back.
Dude, Delta Team, I want him back.
Frost. Dude, Frost and. Was it Joker or Jester?
Frost, Grinch,
Sandman.
Truck, and Sandman.
That's what Sandman.
Yeah.
Which one was Joker? Oh, Joker was fucking Battlefield 3. Jesus Christ.
Wrong
Wow.
series.
Okay,
Alright,
okay, I'm
everyone-
sorry. The only reason I
Battlefield
get.
3 had a good ass
Dude,
campaign.
the only reason I get
Never
those
played
two
it.
mixed up is
Oh
because
my
those are my
God.
two
Never played
favorite,
it.
like, fucking, like,
Battlefield
secret
3.
ops teams.
Yeah.
Frost and Sandman and Joker and whatever your character's name was. Those were my two
Truck
favorite
and
teams. No, I'm talking about for Battlefield and
Oh,
Battlefield's like Battlefield 3's main group and
I like
Frost
Modern Warfare
group.
3s a lot. They were
Those are my
Mhm.
favorite too, and I get them mixed up all the time because they're
especially
so
in that
great.
mission where you have to save the Russian president and then like
Here's what I found.
What about the one where like there's the, isn't there a
Thanks,
mission?
Fury.
Isn't there a mission where like there's a
You
flood?
bitch.
Huh?
Isn't there a
Are
mission where
you?
there's like a flood? It's been a while since I played Modern Warfare 3.
Julia
What?
Michaels.
No, it wasn't a flood.
Which one's the one? What's the one where Frost almost
That
dies?
was Cortana.
That's like the
Frost almost
Windows.
I think
Yeah,
Black
Cortana.
Tuesday is the first
That's
one.
the three.
Like where the
No,
radio-
that's where
Always
Sandman
responds to me when
gets
I'm playing,
caught, isn't
I
it?
swear.
No, that's where the
I can't
that's
do
where
that.
your truck, like the radio towers, you have to
Absolutely
destroy them.
Wait,
What's the one
what
where
game is this?
someone
Modern Warfare 3,
someone in is it Delta Team?
Delta Team. Yeah.
Someone in Delta Team almost dies, or they do die.
No one died. They all died
Oh wait.
together.
Wait, what is this?
Wait, oh that's right, they all died together. What happened?
It was a mine. Like you had to get the Russian president out.
Uh-huh.
It was
Oh
you,
yeah,
Price,
yeah.
and Yuri, and you had to extract them. Delta Team stayed back to help defeat everyone.
Right.
And then the
Fuck,
whole
they
thing
died.
caved in.
That pissed me off so much because Frost was like, even though he didn't have that much of a personality because you were Frost
Yeah.
and you don't talk, his like whole experience in the thing was my favorite storyline. Even though Price's was good because it's Price's
And then
storyline.
Makarov was a cool villain. He was a cool
Makarov,
villain.
Makarov was always a good villain. I'm confused. How did
Oh.
why in the one mission? Because I never played Modern Warfare 2, even though I did play Modern Warfare 1. Why did you play as Yuri in Modern Warfare 2?
In
Why,
Modern
like when
Warfare
you
2.
shot up the people? Why was that like? Why were you playing that part? Was
Why?
Yuri already a character?
Yuri was a character, but you never meet him in Modern Warfare 2. You meet him in 3.
Okay, but
Because he's
who
a
was
police
he?
guard. He was one of the policemen who helped.
Why was he
provide
killing people?
He wasn't killing people. He was providing intel on, like this airport is
Uh-huh.
bad, and like I'm pretty sure he told Makarov that they had a American within them.
Okay.
So the whole point of that whole no Russian mission was to show that America did this, not Russia. It was like to link ties all the way.
Oh,
across.
Gotcha.
okay.
Right.
Because I never actually did play Modern Warfare 2. Well, I do know about the storyline. Like, what was the? Was Modern Warfare 1? Was that part of the storyline?
Yeah, they're all connected storylines.
Okay. Were those groups always groups that you played with? Was Delta Team always Delta Team?
No, Delta
Okay.
Team was only in Modern
Good.
Warfare 3.
Okay.
Task Force 141 was through the whole thing.
Mm.
All 3 of them.
Which one were those guys?
Speaking of which,
Price.
you will
Oh, no,
know
that's
more
Price.
about them when you finish the Modern Warfare campaign. The new
Really?
Call of Duty. Yup.
Oh, here's a good question for all of you.
For all you Modern Warfare people, this new COD's campaign is gonna be.
It's amazing.
Yup.
Just when you're going through
Even
the
though
mission
that hasn't been the
phase.
campaign.
Shut up. But just so you know, when you're going through the campaign and you reach a mission called Safe House, just
Don't
when,
shoot the child.
When Price says secure them, that doesn't mean kill them.
Don't shoot the child.
Damn, I'm pretty sure you're the only one that's
This
done
man,
that.
like,
I really want to.
as soon as
Do that
Captain
now.
Price
I can't wait till
says
they get to the mission. We
secure
just-
them, Dan literally flicks at the
Dude, I swear she
at
was
the family
wearing
and
the
literally
IDs.
shoots them. And
Like,
then it's
I had no
children are
hesitation.
non-combatants. I'm like,
What's
"Ooh."
the one where you like? Where he kicks her off the roof or something?
Huh?
You said something about like how he has to kick someone with a bomb off the roof.
Oh, no, not
That's the
all.
first mission. No, first. Oh,
No,
second.
no.
Second.
That's because I let the Marines go first, and then there
Oh.
was a trip mine,
Oh.
and
Oh, that's the one you showed us. Yeah, okay.
instead of defusing it, I chose to just chuck a nade with the nade, so they all blew up, and launched the Marine.
That corpse launch was the best thing I've ever seen.
No, and dude, and then I killed Farah. I was like, oh my god,
So wait,
bro.
yeah.
what was
Oh.
your problem with what Price did in the second?
Where he
mission.
like kicked someone off the roof and
Oh.
blew up.
What was your problem with that?
Oh yeah, you said like if it was Joe, he'd like kick all of us off.
Kick-
him.
okay.
Yeah, because
Oh, no,
he
no,
wants to like save the
sounds
person.
triggered,
No,
honestly.
no.
Yeah.
No, here's the thing. What happened was there was hostages all around, and one guy in the middle who was
Uh-huh.
like I guess the main target. I'm
No,
guessing.
wait, pause. Spoilers, guys. Just so you know, continue.
Okay.
Too late
There's
for
this
that.
main guy in the middle who we don't know who the fuck it is, but he has a bomb strapped to
It's
him.
Rick Doffin.
They get there and they're gonna try to defuse it or get the vest off him, but it's locked on him, and they see they only have like 3 seconds left. So it's either let the bomb go off and Price and all of them and the civilians die, or you just flip the
Yeah, exactly.
motherfucker off the side
Price was right.
and boom, he's
Price was
gone.
right.
And everything-
right!
Is the bomber a bad person or is he a?
No, he's a
No, it was
civilian.
civilian that had the
bomb
thing
threat.
on.
He
He's like, I
get it
don't
off
want to
enough.
die.
He's like, I don't want to die, but it's either the whole group dies or he just dies. So
Yeah,
Price
they
was like,
guessed
there's
the battle
3
line.
seconds left. There's nothing they could have done, so they
Yeah.
all would have gone. So Price just yeets them off the
Is
side.
the-
I
are
would
the
have
graphics
been
good?
mad if
Yeah,
they actually
very
like, pulled a
good.
wire
Very
and
good.
like actually turned it off.
Honestly, in my opinion, you should just cut every wire.
No, that's not how that
it's-
works.
No, you cut every wire. Boom.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Specific one.
Dumbass.
The diffuser.
Oh.
There's different wires do different things.
Why don't you just chuck a flashbang at him and kill him?
Just
bro?
chuck a nade at. Boom.
But like, I actually did like what Price did because they had no time, and if they
Just to
actually
bring up
pulled
both
the red wire,
sides.
yeah, they
I don't know. I felt that was too much for me. Like when he went.
Too
when he-
much.
I don't know.
What,
When-
That's fair.
what would you have done if you were Price in that situation?
Shot them all.
Would have done nothing. The bombs still would
That's
have
what he would have done.
Pull out the bottle, Pow! Pow!
I just
Pow!
want to shot.
Flashbang.
No, they say you gotta shoot the suicide bomber in the head, bro. Instead, I would have just shot the chest and like secured the area, boss.
No. Dude, do you know what? I was like coming into the door, right? And I see the guy, and I thought that was a terrorist.
Yeah,
So I
I
shot him.
That's what I was gonna do, but I hesitated. I'm like, wait a minute. Hold
I'm
on.
like, why is Price walking up there? Did you see this guy?
Yeah.
Bah, bah. Wait, vibe.
Vibe check.
All right.
Um,
Moving on from the campaign,
okay,
let's
okay.
talk about multiplayer.
Yeah,
The
multiplayer.
multiplayer is.
let's let Reza start.
Brother, you start. Let's hear your Piccadilly stuff.
Shut up. Piccadilly. Piccadilly and Euphrates Bridge are the worst maps Call of Duty has ever
You're
made.
just picky about
You're
shit.
I'm not
to be fair.
Piccadilly, bro.
Literally, you can camp with a sniper from across the map and get someone from across the map.
Yes, that is trash, but
They're trying way too much
We're-
of Battlefield.
And also, majority of the maps are trash.
No, but they're like good trash.
No, they're like the middle. They're like the
Define
mid
good
ground.
trash.
Like the middle.
Dude, it's like a room.
No, they're legitimately like the mid ground of gaming. There's only like maybe one good map.
I mean, those
Well, that
maps-
is-
What were that?
no. What was that? No,
Personally-
what's that one map that we all?
Grasnary?
No, the one that's like in the middle of the street.
Euphrates Bridge.
No,
No, that's terrible.
Like the one with like the hazmat shit and that one room, and it's like bees like in the middle of like this.
Azir Cave?
No, which one are you talking about?
All right, no, all right. So say here's the map, right? You're starting on this side. You have like a street right here with like the buses that go all the way down, and
That's
then you have the,
Piccadilly.
That's Piccadilly.
No. That's the cyber attack.
Oh, it's the other one. It's the side.
Oh.
yeah, that's
Yeah,
the
that's
one that
what-
we all like to play. That's because, and then you get like the middles right here with like.
Why?
I said Piccadilly, I wanna
Because
be
there was a
cool.
6v6 game.
Grasner, right?
If I hear one more shit out of your mouth about 10v10s,
Because it doesn't belong in. Who said
No, you know what
a
sucks
10v10?
about it?
No one asked for it.
Frank,
We asked
Frank.
for.
Frank. You know what sucks about it? It's that 6v6 works well because 10v10 people leave so often.
Yeah.
So that the teams are they're gonna be 6-6 anyway, but the servers lag because they're trying so much harder.
All that's happening right now is Black Ops is Call of Duty is trying to copy Battlefield right now. And that should not be a thing.
I mean,
I play Call of Duty to
It's
get
not
like
exactly
close
the same.
range.
they're both getting
Combat.
closer together because if you remember what happened in
Battlefield 5 was terrible.
it was not terrible.
Battlefield 5 was not terrible.
Yes, it was.
That was a
Yeah,
good game.
yo, Battlefield's all
We
about.
all have
The
different
campaign was
opinions.
probably
Alright,
crap because I
alright.
don't really care about Battlefield 5 campaign.
No one cares.
But
about
their
no,
campaign.
multiplayer is awesome.
Okay.
Battlefield 5, the maps are so small.
Battlefield's not even built for campaign. Like you could take campaign now and it wouldn't matter.
Okay,
I
here's-
mean, honestly, it wouldn't matter.
Here's my opinion.
Battlefield 3
Black
campaign
Ops
was really
4
good.
is literally if they had just made a Battlefield instead, it would have been the same thing. Like
Honestly.
Here's
I
my
don't
opinion
see
on
a difference.
Battlefield. Battlefield 1, unpopular opinion,
Never played
was
it.
Never
not
played
my
it.
game. I did not like it. I thought it was pretty bad,
Not
actually.
gonna lie, the campaign or whatever, like
Campaign was fun.
Small story missions or whatever they had, they were good. I actually
Battlefield
enjoyed
But no,
Three
in
sort
my
of story missions
opinion,
were
the
very good.
multiplayer in Battlefield
co-op
1, they tried too hard to go back into the past, and it just felt,
Battlefield 1.
yeah, it
I
felt,
actually kind of liked Battlefield.
No,
1.
Battlefield 1 campaign was good.
I felt
Multiplayer
that-
was
The campaign
not.
was good. No, I like the campaign. Are you kidding me?
I liked the
Yeah,
Battlefield
yeah,
5 more than Battlefield 1.
The campaign was good. Multiplayer was not.
I
I
like
hated,
the multiplayer.
I hated
feel
the
like-
machine guns in Battlefield.
Like, Battlefield.
Here's the thing that I didn't like about it.
Battlefield 1 is fine. I'm glad that they did it.
It's a
But
decent
Battlefield
game.
5 should not be copying the past as well. I played
Well,
Battlefield.
it took place in World War II. What do
Yeah,
you want it to do?
I mean,
want-
Call
I
of
wasn't
Duty
gonna go
World
back
War
and-
II did the same
I want a
thing.
futuristic
And it
Yeah,
Battlefield.
flopped.
Yeah,
Okay.
I feel like
Yeah, I wouldn't mind it.
Halt.
No, I
What
think
futuristic are we talking here?
I'm thinking
Space?
super futuristic
Like
Battlefield.
space.
Nah, that's too.
So now we're
Okay,
getting to
okay.
Star Wars over
Let me-
here.
Yeah.
That's Battlefront.
let's-
Guys.
Because imagine,
Yeah,
like
same
you know
thing.
how in Battlefield you can like destroy buildings and shit.
Yeah.
Imagine like a big futuristic city. There's like certain like a grappling hook ability where you can shoot it up real quick, get to that building, get a cool sniping position.
You're gonna get a nice ass PC for that.
Oh, obviously,
Damn, bro.
obviously, but fucking I don't give a shit
Hello.
what how that works. That's not my job. That's the gaming position's job. And this is just what I want. What?
Developers.
Fuck you. I don't have time to think about my words.
English,
Wait,
wait.
motherfucker, do you speak?
Pause.
Alright.
Are you gonna eat your fucking sandwich? Okay, continue.
Alright, but no, I think they could make a futuristic Battlefield very cool.
Alright, okay. I saw this one game. It was like coming out. I don't know what the name is. It was like a teaser trailer or whatever.
Planet Side 2.
No, it wasn't Planet Side 2. But literally, you can board on a spaceship and go to another planet, land on the planet, and like walk around. There's like different stuff.
Oh, is it the
Talking about No Man's Sky.
No, it's the new No Man's Sky. It's called like, fuck,
But it was so cool. You can like fly. You actually, it's like real time flying thing. But you can do like a super boost.
Yeah, they made it off of. By the way, speaking about No Man's Sky, not a bad game anymore.
Yeah,
pretty-
It's pretty entertaining.
I mean,
It's paid.
it was way too hyped up. You know what
No,
else
yeah,
was?
no, it was-
Anthem.
Right?
What Anthem?
That
Yeah.
still
I-
flops.
I gotta tell you,
No.
I am one of those people
Very awesome.
who would like to be dead because of that purchase.
Big dash.
I bought Anthem because I'm an idiot.
Motherfucker.
That's a bad idea.
I don't know why I bought Anthem, but I did like No Man's Sky.
Oh, okay. I have a question
Anthem
for
was
all
so
of you.
bad it literally made
Like-
people's PS4s explode.
Like I have a question for all of you.
I don't know.
This is a good one. Like, and we'll go one by one. Favorite villain of all time of any game.
Any game. Oh, I know one.
Sorry, there's a green screen behind us, and there's a bug on it, so Dev just slightly just stepped away from that. It's pulling his laptop as well. Sean is gonna try to kill it, apparently.
Put your hand behind it. It's not gonna.
He just threw that bitch away, and it's gone forever.
By the way, it was a ladybug. You guys are pussies. It was a ladybug. Dude, I flicked the shit out of it.
I killed it with that thing.
It was like, kapow!
Bro, it's probably gonna fly here.
Flying on the back
It's
of
gonna
your
just
neck.
kill us.
dude.
It's a ladybug.
Dude, it's sitting in the corner going,
He like broke 5 of his legs.
fuck, why'd he flick me?
Secure them.
I knew I shouldn't have said anything, but Sean made it too obvious.
Sean just
I
secured
was
the
like,
ladybug.
Sean, look, don't tell him.
That's secured. I got a flashbang on him.
Alright, what were you talking about?
Alright.
Favorite villain of all time.
Oh, villain,
Any
okay.
game. Who wants to start it off?
Dev's bugs.
Jerry, go ahead.
You can start, Jer.
My favorite villain
Of all time of anything.
of anything.
Yeah,
Movie or like just game?
anything.
Ooh.
That's a hard.
That's a hard one. Yeah. I already know.
Wait,
mine.
movie or game? Or
Anything.
Anything.
Everything.
I mean, it's a different thing for everything.
All right, let's stick to games right now.
Okay, for now, games.
Oh shit, that's even harder actually.
That's a tough one there, kid. I can't really.
I got one.
All right, if you want to go, Frank.
Yeah,
You go.
Alright.
Shoot.
Since I really enjoyed BO2's campaign, Raul Menendez.
He was a cool dude. When they killed his sister and he went on the rampage, I felt that.
That was
I felt
so
that
good.
rampage. Like I felt the need
Exactly.
to do that.
yeah. And then after spoilers when Woods threw out the grenade in her room and she dies.
You gotta talk louder so they can hear.
When Woods throws a grenade to Josefina's, Raul's sister, in her room, he went in and he got his face burnt. I think I'm pretty sure. But anywho, you can feel his anger, and he wanted to share the same pain. Shut the fuck up. I was right. Okay, never mind. Shut the fuck up. Anyways.
You can tell.
It's alive.
Is that a ladybug?
That's the one.
Oh, that was a ladybug. It's like bleeding.
Kill it. Secure it, bitch.
Yeah, I'm gonna power trip, dude.
Do it. Ah,
You guys
I'm
are
not touching that
murderers.
anymore.
I'm not touching it anymore. You're like 5 feet away, dog.
It's a ladybug.
So,
It's a man killer.
you can tell that he just wants everyone to suffer like he did. His purpose was like clear and provided to us literally, like by all the cutscenes and all the info.
That's true.
It was really good in my opinion.
Anyone else?
I'm trying to think.
I'll say, I don't know if you guys have played Nier Automata.
Near?
Nier Automata.
Near
Yeah.
Tom.
Oh,
yeah,
Neo
yeah.
Automata. Okay, I've heard it.
Literally, the main villain that was basically humanity.
Mhm.
They basically like ran off to top after the moon went extinct,
Mhm.
and then like they basically have Andrews versus machines, and then like, oh yeah, you gotta attack these machines
No, bro.
when they're trying to socialize. When the machines are like, oh yeah, we can like mingle here.
Exactly. It probably mingled and made more. But
Jesus
I don't
Christ.
know.
I'm trying to think. I can't
Ladybug.
think.
It's a ladybug.
I can't think of like all the good games I've played right now. Like as in like I
Yeah,
can only think of
yeah.
like the AAA titles. I can't think of the small ones that I've played.
Anything goes.
No, I'm
What about
trying to
Hollow
think.
I'm trying to think.
Hollow Knight didn't even have a main villain.
The main villain in Hollow Knight is so obscure.
It's like society.
No, it's like a controlling dictator that the society is slowly falling for.
Yeah,
You'll understand more because
I
you'll,
haven't played that far.
there's a villain And then there's another villain. There's two
Yeah.
villains in it. The story is very light versus dark though. Fuck, what is the favorite villain?
I'd say for me, my favorite villain of all time, Handsome Jack, because they didn't make him into a villain. It's the whole story from pre-sequel into Borderlands 2.
Oh, okay.
Like, if you played pre-sequel, it would make sense because he wasn't a villain. It's how everyone treated him like shit, so then he had to become one. And he didn't even seem like a villain at all. He made it so like you were the villain. And every time you do anything, it always has like an impact on it, so it's like near the end you kill his daughter, but she told you to kill her because she knew that she was the link to summoning the warrior. Like, you remember that, Sean, from Borderlands 2?
I didn't play Borderlands 2.
You didn't play it?
No, this is my first Borderlands game.
Damn. But, like, from pre-sequel to 2, he was the best villain of all time. Hands down.
You know another one that I was really, like mind blown by? Scarecrow.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
I actually
Scarecrow was cool.
I do have one. Now, when you say villain, could it be someone that you fight, or does it have to be, like, the
Joel.
main villain?
Joel was
However you
pretty
view
good
it.
villain.
Huh?
Joel was a villain.
And
Yeah,
It's
he
how
was.
you
How
view
do
it.
It's how you view it, but like Joel literally just saved Ellie because he grew so close to her. But if Ellie did go to the thing, there was a chance that they.
Well,
could've
but
been
no, I
saved.
mean, like, when I say a villain, what I'm talking about is more or less the idea of, like, they're not, like, a good character, but their intentions weren't, like, they weren't. Okay, I'm trying to think of how to say
So
this.
because-
intentions made sense.
They're an enemy in the game,
but they have
but they're
different
not like a
reasons.
bad
They
person.
didn't
Yeah.
want to seem like
Yeah,
it.
so
Okay,
basically they have
'cause-
different reasons for something.
Yeah, because my favorite enemy of all times, or villain, is what's his name? It's been a while. It's been a while
What
since I played
game,
the
you
game.
know?
It's Bloodborne. It's
Oh,
shit. What's his fucking?
the guy at the start, on the wheelchair.
Yeah. Oh, what's his name?
Well, I think everyone knows about it.
Yeah, but
Bloodborne was such a popular game.
Yeah, it was.
I just want.
popular,
Now
yeah.
I need to know his name. Crap. Give me a second.
What about you, Jay? Have you come to any conclusions?
Can't think of.
If we go to movies or like shows, have you guys watched Code Geass?
Who?
Code Geass. I have watched Code Geass.
Alright, so
I
Lelouch was a badass villain in that.
Dude, he was a badass
He basically
hero villain.
made everyone believe that he was evil so he can take out the real evil dude. So basically, like, everyone hates this guy. He made like a meaning. Like, what's his name again? Lelouch's name?
Lelouch. You mean his power?
No, what do you call himself? Zero.
Zero.
So basically he made Zero like a universal thing. So even if he did die, he still had his thing in the background.
Yeah.
Basically, he had two personas, Zero and Lelouch. So Lelouch was evil and Zero was like
Yeah,
good.
I think I got halfway through season 1.
Okay.
Alright. Jer, you still trying to figure out who your favorite villain for gaming is?
You know
Let's
what?
transition
Honestly,
to shows.
I might have to go with
Oh,
Frank on
I
this
have
one.
it. It's Gearman.
Scarecrow,
Gearman the First
right?
Hunter.
Okay.
Scarecrow
Oh,
is
Gearman.
cool.
He was the best villain for me. Because he was trying to protect the world, but it was by covering everything up.
Oh yeah.
Now what do we want to? What type of villains?
Anything
Shows.
from shows.
So I already said
Any
Code
team.
Geass.
Got it.
Go. Jerry, you're up next.
He's like, it's the Joker.
Yeah, literally,
Ah.
the Joker from the animated Batman series.
Oh, he was a cool
Ooh,
villain.
yeah.
Yo, Mark Hamill,
that-
my god.
Oh my god, that Joker.
His
When the
acting
Killing
was so
Joke,
good.
the Killing Joke was. That was an episode or whatever.
That was cool.
That was.
Did you read the comic for it? That was a dark comic.
I think so. Wait, in the Killing Joke, didn't Robin get raped?
No,
But no, I thought he got raped by Harley Quinn. No, he got beaten to death by the Joker.
not in Killing Joke.
Yeah, he did. Yes, he
Killing Joke was when Barbara lost her legs
Oh
because
yeah.
because Joker shot her legs.
did. Right.
You're thinking of a different one.
Which one am I thinking?
You're thinking of Death in the Family.
That's what I'm thinking.
That's when Robin got beat to death with a lead pipe, and then the building blew up with him and his mom in it.
Yeah,
job?
that was pretty fucked up.
For me,
No, go.
All right, Frank's next.
Homelander.
Oh yeah, Homelander.
The Boys. If y'all haven't watched it, I would suggest watching it on Amazon Prime. It's such a good show.
What about you, Sean? What's your favorite TV show, Bill?
Give me a second. I need to forget. I forget what the name of the show is and what the name of the character is. Because I watch a lot of shows.
That's fine. We'll come
Was
back
it
to
good?
it.
already said Code Geass.
He said Code Geass.
Oh yeah.
Code Geass.
What was yours? Did you?
I didn't
What?
say one yet. I'm about to.
Code Geass.
The main character.
Code Geass.
Oh my
The
god.
show's called Code Geass.
Oh, fucking retarded.
I'd say for me personally, After watching a certain show, I'd say it would have to be Walter White. Because you won't see him as a villain. Like, you won't see him as one. But when you reach the end of season 5, the way he says, everything I do is for family, you can clearly tell he stopped family by the end of season 3 or 4. It became about himself. To
And
the
then-
point where he kidnapped his own child. He literally, like, destroyed his whole life. To the point where his death was inevitable. So it's like, for me, he was a huge villain.
Like for me, the one, you're right on this. For me, it was like, I'm doing this for an empire.
Yeah.
I don't know what season it was or what
5.
episode. 5. Okay. Yeah. So he was like, I'm trying to build an empire. This is all about the empire. I don't care about family because he already lost his family at that point.
And even Hank's death was on him. He made the phone call in the first place to the neo-Nazis.
Right.
He shouldn't have made them. Yes, sir.
Go ahead.
Alright,
Still
Sean.
can't think of my.
Jesus Christ. Alright, let's go to something.
Now, I want to go on a topic.
Go ahead.
Alright.
Go ahead.
The Joker, again.
All right.
Okay.
First
We
of all,
haven't
that's
started
a
movie.
masterpiece.
Perfect.
Masterpiece, the new one.
If you haven't watched it, you should.
Definitely.
I haven't watched it.
Shut up.
Spoilers.
Shut up.
Spoilers, probably.
Yeah, Reza, you might want to leave. No, I'm just kidding. The two best Jokers, live action, is obviously Heath Ledger and
Joaquin.
Joaquin Phoenix. Those two are the best. Some
And
honorable
me.
mentions: Jack Nicholson from the what?
Me.
Shut up, Dev. No.
That is one of the best.
Jocker?
What's up, Joker? Jerker?
Jerker? Oh, wait. Okay.
No, but who played him better, Joaquin or? Well, you can't really compare them because
You can. Yeah.
because
You can't.
Joaquin was transforming to the.
Well,
Joker.
here's the real question: Was Joaquin even the Joker?
No. I'm talking about like, did they do their Joker role right for their movie?
I think they both did a perfect
They did
Joker,
a
but a different type
Exactly.
of Joker.
And that's why people
But-
praise them so much.
You know what
It's
else?
not about who's better.
Joaquin's Joker doesn't even actually have to be the Joker.
He wasn't.
Yeah, he was transforming
right.
into one. That's
No, but my point is, like, if you understand spoilers, the ending, it's kind of telling you that he isn't.
I'm gonna ask you this important question, and I've asked you guys all of this. You know what I'm about to ask, Frank.
Definitely.
Do you guys believe everyone deserves to die? Like, whoever died,
Nope.
do you believe they deserve
No.
to die?
Definitely not.
No one deserves
No, but from his perspective.
from him. Well, okay.
We're talking his
No.
perspective.
Okay, well, here's the thing. The first three. Reza, do you want to leave for this? Or are you okay with this?
I think he's
We're not
ignoring
gonna
us.
say names or like situations. We're just gonna say numbers.
We'll just say ABC.
Okay, so A, B, and C. A,
Well, there's 3. There's 4. There's A, B, C, D.
No, there's only 3.
the first three.
The first
Oh,
3.
you're talking about those 3.
You-
I thought you were talking about all the events of
No.
like.
Okay,
No.
the first three. Did they all deserve?
No.
Yes.
The first and second guy, yes. The
Yeah.
third guy is a stretch because he was running away, and at that point, he's already injured, so I don't think he really needed to finish him off.
And they still didn't know who Joaquin actually was. Or what was his name?
But
What was his name in the
We
show?
are,
Arthur.
we are talking about this
Arthur.
from Arthur's perspective.
Yeah, but
He
if you
thinks
remember-
they deserved it because
I believe
Fully.
they.
Well,
all
first of all, they
deserve
were
to die.
also assholes, so yeah, they might also. Not maybe not deserve to die, but at least deserve to get a
The
taste
first
of their
shot.
medicine.
I said the first shot that he hit him in the leg. That's what that guy deserved, and he was done.
No, the first
No,
shot
because
was
then
shot
he
was.
was-
No, I
was-
mean, like, when
the
he
first
shot-
shot was a kill shot.
No, I mean when he shot the third guy though, and when he hit him in the leg, that should have been it for that guy.
But also, who's also be a witness then.
you'd be a witness. of
Yeah,
that.
he'd be a witness.
But he would know just as much as the other woman who gave a fact was.
What?
They said it was a person in a clown suit.
No, you could see his face.
No, but she
He
made it
was a
seem
face
like Joaquin saved her. If the Wall Street guy was alive, they would have believed him over the girl. Anyway,
Because they're big.
because of his
big
reputation.
people.
Mm-hmm.
That's
We
what
didn't-
that's what society was.
Yeah,
back then.
but at the same time,
Still.
saying that he deserved to die because he was a witness isn't really right because
Well, then why are we saying deserves to die? I mean,
Okay, do you believe that they had to die?
do you think it was like what he did was
Justified?
justified?
no. I wouldn't say the third one was justified. It was justified for his own means, but not for society.
Yeah,
but
that's
not
what
for
we're,
it.
we're talking
But
about.
it
His
morally,
perspective. that
morally,
he's-
it was wrong.
The
Yeah,
third
there you
one.
We're not talking about morals then. Just
We're
his.
talking about his.
then the first
from a mental
three.
in this guy.
The The third one was when he fully descended into madness. The first two, I get the first two, but
They were
I'll
out
give
of panic, I feel like.
I'll give him
I was out of
I'll give
panic.
him the big
and
guy.
because they were taking him out, like they were gonna. It was more self-defense. The
Yeah,
third
those
one-
first two. Yeah, and then he
The
skedaddled.
third one, he
That guy was just like verbal. about
Third
Third
dude, he hit him, and then he would follow him menacingly
he did.
and to finish him off.
Yeah.
So I mean, first of all, that was a great representation.
That's great. Yeah.
Just staring there.
Okay,
Menacingly.
then from his perspective, I'll give you the first four, and I'll give you the last one. But I will not give you the big guy. That was friends with the short guy.
Well,
Oh
I won't give you that. Because he was a nice guy and he was actually making sure he was fine.
no,
He did one thing wrong.
he's the
what did he
reason.
do wrong? What did he do wrong?
He's the reason that Arthur had the gun.
Yeah,
He was also
but he
the
was
reason-
giving it
Because
to
he
him
was
for
trying to-
protection.
Yeah, exactly.
He was
also
giving it
the
to him at a
reason
good
he
reason.
got fired.
Yes, but
He
Arthur
also, we
was
also know
also...
how long they've actually known each other, and also given context when he tells what's the little guy's name?
I don't know.
No.
Arthur got fired
no,
because he
no,
took
no.
the gun to a hospital.
No,
Yeah,
hold on.
at his fault.
No, hold on.
Okay, go ahead.
What was it? What was his name?
Whose name are you
He didn't
talking
actually do that, by the way.
Just
There was no
just-
gun in the
don't-
hospital.
The little
We don't
guy,
care about
the
his
little-
name.
the little guy.
Everyone
just
knows
there
what we're
now.
talking about.
Gary's little name. Little guy. He was the only one that was actually nice to him. So, giving context, apparently, I don't think they've actually ever been nice to him.
So when was the big guy rude? I don't get it.
I don't get it. I think the only time it was ever an issue was when Arthur did something himself that got him in trouble, and the fact that he had a gun got him in more trouble. That's the only times it ever seemed justified.
You know why?
In
I
his
don't
own
think-
mind.
Yeah, in his own mind, he thinks that like they're enemies because they were trying to convince him like that was bad, and you know how like a young child is like.
Yeah, but we're talking
God,
about justified as in like they deserve to die. But he didn't see that guy as deserving to die. He just didn't like him.
Well, at that point, he was already gone. He was gonna plan
That's
to kill.
Yeah, but I'm saying,
Five.
but if we're talking about how he justifies it, he didn't justify that one. He just used insanity
For which one?
for the big guy.
Big guy?
Yeah.
I feel like that's when you know that he is that is Joker.
Yeah, but
That's
what I'm saying is
He
that's
obviously
just.
had the face.
But
on
I'm
his
saying that's not a
hair.
justifiable kill. Then it's just insanity.
Exactly. Yeah.
So I won't.
that is
Not all.
the Joker. right there.
Insanity for me was the third. That's when it began. The third one
Nah.
when he took him
Yeah,
down.
I see it.
Because
That's when he was
It
scared.
began.
No.
Yeah.
That's when he got scared.
no, the
No.
first two were scared in defense. The third one,
Was scared for his own safety
No.
because the police
No.
would have gotten him.
the police would have taken out Arthur if that guy would have been alive.
That's what I'm saying. But that's not justified as anything but fear. He's scared that he's going to get caught.
I would. Say
I don't
that
think he was scared of getting caught at that point.
He wasn't
Until
scared.
after the fact. Until after the fact.
Yeah, but I wouldn't call that insanity. I would call that him making sure he doesn't get caught.
No.
No, he drove himself into.
No,
the
all right.
fire.
Here's the thing.
That's
Here's the
he
thing.
lost-
All right, when he killed the first two, those were so. I'm so sorry.
Hey.
the first,
The residents feel so.
the
like,
first
out of
two,
the
the
truth.
first two that he killed, he shot them. Yes, dead. Like, what was it? Like maybe too many. Like one guy was shot in the head, and two more shots, right? And so, okay, that's scared of just being beaten and just being hit. The third guy, if he was scared about being caught, he would have been like shaking a little bit and going up.
But
and
he
shooting
did
him.
it
But no,
Well, no,
he-
because he knew he was going to catch him.
No, he did it
He
confidently.
knew that it fucking snapped in his head where you see his face. He walked up.
And he didn't
Back.
hesitate
And
either.
the way he walked, the way he looked, that was giving away where he's going. The only time that was the rush of the anxiety of like he was pissed off and shot him. Then the realization comes in like, oh
in the
shit,
bathroom scene.
I gotta get out of here.
And then-
So he left. He goes to the bathroom, and then when the bathroom scene, he just feels
Free.
free and liberated that he doesn't have to hold back anymore. That he can just let go and become himself, or not
Exactly.
himself, but just what would it be like?
Well, then that would be going insane.
He
But
was
I would
going
say-
insane at that point.
he's going insane the whole time.
Also,
No,
one more
but I
thing.
would say the part where he snaps completely is when he kills the guy with the midget.
No,
Yeah,
really?
because if you see that, it's the first kill that he did for absolutely zero reason whatsoever.
No, he had a reason.
No.
The other guy made him lose his job.
He didn't make
No,
him
he
lose his job. He
didn't.
took
How
a
did he
gun
do
to a
this?
hospital.
That was his fault.
No,
He doesn't
remember when the
understand that
boss
because he's
said
mentally
that
ill.
You tried to buy a gun off of this guy.
And the other guy
He
didn't.
did. He had the gun.
No,
on
no,
him.
no. The
Listen.
boss said that. Yo, Tony said, or I think it's that. What was it? The boss said that. What was it? I think his name's Tony. I don't know. Like
That's
Tony
fine.
said,
Doesn't
you
matter.
tried to buy a 45 off of him and stuff like that. And it's like, no, he gave it to me. I'm like, I don't know what I'm saying.
Listen, also,
I don't
when
know.
he
The
walks
dope
up to the
guy.
third guy, he was
Confident.
I was
confident.
confident. He didn't care.
He was
walked around-
angry.
He was,
There was
ang-
no- there
he
was
was
no
angry and
hesitation.
pissed off at the whole world. Like all of it just
Exactly, that's
happened
society.
at
And
that
then-
moment, and he
And
snapped,
when he
walked
realizes,
up.
what have I done? Then you
And-
see how he runs away, like in.
He runs away because he's scared of what he did, and then he gets to the bathroom and realizes. Solid
Yes, but if you realize he still got fear at points. When he killed the guy before the last one, when he killed that guy, at that point he never had a single moment of nervousness or fear ever again. He never second guessed anything at that point.
After he killed the third guy. And went
No,
to the
after he
bathroom.
killed-
After he went to the
After
bathroom.
he killed the big guy, that's what he's saying. That's
Well,
when
I know
He
that. I
thought
know.
about the big
After he
guy.
killed the big guy, but the third guy, he killed. That he literally goes to the bathroom and it's like.
Yeah.
It
Yeah,
was
but
a
no, but
slowly-
you also have to
slowly
realize.
starting.
But if you realize, then he
dancing in
uses
the
the
dark.
woman. Reza, don't listen to this part. But then he uses the idea of that woman to support himself.
Wait, which woman?
The main one.
The one that he was fake dating.
Oh, her. Yeah.
Yeah, that's his mental support. At the point with the big guy, he has nothing left to support him except for the fact that he's completely insane. He still had defense mechanisms after he killed the third guy. The fact that he was using someone else's idea as support for himself shows that he's kind of still looking for something to protect him.
Fair point. Fair point.
So in the end, he has nothing at all defending him from
Okay,
everything.
well then
He's
I guess you
accepting
could.
it all.
Then I guess a better way of saying it would be, when he kills the third guy, you can see a glimpse into what he will
Yeah.
become.
Yeah.
Like, you
yeah.
will see the glimpse of insanity.
Yeah, that's
But
why
then
he's getting.
he regained control of himself. He's like, what have I done? I gotta get out of
Yeah,
here.
that's
And
why
then-
he was using the idea of
but
a
then
life.
That part of him
Kind of like
was
Clown
growing
Punishment, the book.
Yeah.
throughout the movie. He was growing, and then, to me,
Then-
when
oh,
he
no,
realizes
wait.
that he was fake dating,
That's when he
that's
starts
when he
to
was
go
like,
again.
wow.
All right, now.
It just took over him.
All right, now here's the thing. Wait.
I'm a spooky ghost, by the way.
Oh wait. All right. Now, do you think what also like helped him like snap was when he saw his take on the show?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah, that was like heart crushing.
that was like the first hit. Like it was at that point, it was like hitting a.
That was hitting his
Hammer
lifeline
on the
in the.
Because the way that
Yeah, it was
Murray
like it
portrayed
was like
him
a snapping.
awful.
The way that happened, and then there was the second time when he found out the thing about his mom. That part,
That was
I would
awful
say that's.
sad.
I would say that was like the right before, and then when he does the thing,
When he does
Yeah,
vibe
yeah,
check.
yeah, and then it just. That's when it snaps, and that's
No,
when
it
he
was-
goes
well, I was-
home.
Yeah,
And-
it snaps before, then he does it.
That's when it gets confirmed.
But
Reza's
I
been
that-
told the whole plot of the movie just without names.
no, this is like when you provide
Sorry
pictures
about
without
that.
spoilers, dude. When you put those
Yeah,
four
I'm
images.
gonna
right?
zone people out. Don't worry.
Okay.
Do you want earphones?
Nah, I'm fine.
Okay, because I don't have any.
And I'm around, still dancing in the dark. You know, just-
Yo, no.
Dog.
Alright. Let me put a good point here. Ready?
Mhm.
After he killed the third guy, he ran to the bathroom because he knew slow dancing was gonna play there.
Oh,
He's like, I gotta go.
Give me.
No, but alright, and then,
Yeah.
then when you get to
No, I need
And
something
then
to
also,
drink.
wait. Before we talk about,
Can you stop that? I don't want
Everyone deserving to die and shit.
I still have to drive home, asshole.
Yeah, bro.
okay, so
Dude, I can see smoke.
You'll get it when you leave.
No, give it to me.
Yo, Dev, can we
You-
crack that window?
would you all say that
Oh,
Yeah, we
the whole movie?
No, why not?
Was good.
no, no. I
Why?
don't feel like
What,
opening.
Frank?
Too much work.
Do you all think that the movie was real, or there were some parts that were like
Ooh,
imagined by
that's a
him?
good one.
Well, obviously
There's a lot of parts that were imagined by him.
Obviously, one. Yeah, we don't. We're not gonna
Just-
include that.
I'd recommend.
I think I
this
think
part's
the
gonna
clown
get dicey.
masks, Frank. I think the clown masks were his mind. I don't think they
masks
were.
were actually there.
I don't believe they were.
Which one? Which comments?
In the
The
trash
one where
can
the
and
people,
stuff.
like the people who were had the masks on.
That,
I don't believe that was real. I believe that was a
And
thing.
what's your justification for that?
What?
What's your justification for that?
He was using it as an idea that people were supporting what he did when he killed the three guys. It was his way of saying that people support what I did.
That's a good point. Fair
Okay.
point. All right,
See
Jer, what's your
So
take on this?
you say the same scene outside.
Because if you remember, in the beginning of the movie, they were saying that people were angry because of the trash issue. They say that in the very beginning. There was a trash strike going on, and that's what the protest was about.
Ooh, okay.
And so then, if you remember, then he switches it in his head after the issue happens that it's a poor on rich thing.
Well, I mean, it is.
No, I know it is but he changes the whole meaning of it to the fact that those 3 kids were killed is all what's making this riot now.
It is.
But the riot was already going on.
No, well, you see, that's the thing.
The protest.
You see, that's the thing. Riots and protests can go on. It just takes one event to set it all the way off.
Yeah.
Right.
And that's what the 3 did. The riot was going on, but nothing bad was really happening. It was just protest and protest. Then when the lower class starts killing the rich,
Yeah.
then that's the keg that goes off.
Yeah, but I don't think they saw it in a good way.
Who?
I don't think that society as a whole interpreted the killing of those 3 boys in a good way. I think
Well, no shit.
Well, no, I'm saying that he justified it in his head that people were supporting what he did and that they were
The
taking
people
it.
were supporting what he did.
I don't believe they were.
Not the rich people weren't supporting.
Yeah, I
him.
don't believe the poor people were supporting what he did either. I think they were supporting the fact that something was happening, but not that someone was dying about it. He was acting like they were ready to kill people over this.
They weren't.
They didn't, though. The only people that actually died were the ones that he killed.
And you know,
What about the police
the,
officers that would have
the,
been
the
dead?
scene with the smile.
The police
everyone
officers
else-
were dead because of what he did, though.
All right, let's.
Yeah. Still, they're
Right.
What?
Frank's turn.
You know the scene where the smile, the infamous smile.
Yeah.
After the crash.
Yeah.
That was his imagination
Yeah.
because he was passed out.
I don't think he actually got. I don't think he actually crashed.
He was. Because of your thing, that you're talking about like, the trash issue, whatever. That was his imagination.
Yeah.
And then he wakes up at the asylum.
Mm.
I believe a lot of it happened. A lot of it did happen, but a lot of it was also just self-justification in his head to go with his cause. I think at the end when the ambulance crashed into them, I don't think that actually happened. I think they actually did make it to the hospital or the penitentiary, whatever the heck they were taking him. But I think they actually made it there, and then his brain is actually coping with things again at that last scene.
That's
think,
why you see everyone in masks.
Hence why he kills
yeah,
Yep.
person.
and that might not even be happening.
Man, what a masterpiece! Can we all disagree with that?
It was a
It was a good
like,
movie.
all these topics that we're talking
It
about.
wasn't. I like the fact that it was actually in its whole not even about the Joker.
Exactly.
the intermachinations of his mind are an
Exactly.
enigma.
For me personally, I know most of it didn't happen. I don't know why.
Well, here's the thing.
It feels so
killing-
bad.
The killings probably did happen.
They
You know,
did
I'm gonna
happen.
switch my position. I'm gonna say that yes, the killings probably did happen.
Most of them.
Most, not all.
I would say the last 2 didn't actually
Which
happen.
ones?
I would say I don't think he
You
killed
know
the
what?
last 2
Vibe
people.
check didn't happen.
I don't think Vibe Check actually
All right,
happened.
you know what?
Vibe Check feels like
for
such a
the
stretch.
sake of Reza,
No, it's fine.
Well, okay, let me just say one.
Vibe
last-
Check feels like a stretch.
I'll end
check.
on one last point. For me personally, I know most of it didn't happen. The killings probably did happen. Some part of me wants to believe that everything happened just the way it was. I
Yeah,
don't know why. I wanted it to be just like that.
I think that would be a good story.
My perspective was I wanted it just like that because if it were told any other way, if the actual ending, like if there was an actual ending, it wouldn't be the same movie. You couldn't see it the same way. What are you doing, bitch?
it just all came out.
I was going to slowly warm
He just
it.
took a hit and he was gonna blow it on the mic, but then he
Blow it on the mic?
no, he didn't. He failed.
Where
But
did
he
you blow
said-
it?
He was about
I was
to.
blowing
He was
it, and then he made me laugh, and I went.
Come on, I still gotta drive.
It's you're not
Take it
getting
over there.
high.
Yeah, bro.
All right.
I've gotten second before. It was bad.
What? How?
Because we
Rez-
hotboxed the whole room.
Oh.
What is this, Maddie fucking smokes?
Yo.
Y'all don't know, man. Like,
Everywhere. It took me a long time to get high.
Yo,
Tommy,
five
you smoke.
All right, back to the topic at hand, because I know he hates that phrase.
all right, just to wrap it up, we're almost near the end here. What? How much is it, Dev?
It's $55 to watch this full thing.
$55.
Those 10
you don't
minutes
have to pay
extra.
$55
Yeah,
to
we-
us to
we-
watch this podcast because you know we're like
Oh, we have
Right.
Snapchat premiums.
right. Oh,
add us.
Patreon, OnlyFans, you all know it.
Oh.
Alright, alright, everyone shut the hell up. Just subscribe to our YouTube channel, Dev's Hour. We have our own separate Instagrams. We'll make
do
one
Spotify?
just for our group. We'll
Our
do it, we'll
our
add
links will be in the
Spotify.
description as always.
Yeah.
Every single time.
Every
Ron's
single
like mad
video.
annoying to make a podcast. You have to like make like a whole ass podcast like server thingy.
Alright, guys.
I don't know.
This was
Just
the first episode. Let
I'm
us
gonna
know
go
what
watch
you
when I
think.
get home anyway.
Write it
Alright,
down
guys.
in the
Because
comments.
I have to actually like clean it. Because I'm.
Thank y'all for listening to us. You know.
After I did
Appreciate
that.
that.
Okay.
Have a
I'm
good
gonna
night.
watch it when I get home.
Oh no, you're not.
Oh yeah.
No. Because I will run up with.